Hello, everyone. I'm going to do one segment on how to navigate Moodle. And I sliced this out of the prior video because the share page hadn't worked properly. So here's take two. And so I'm going to bring you to the Moodle site and walk you through what you have to do for your first assignment. Okay. Okay, so we are here on the Moodle site, and hopefully your page may look a little different from mine. For example, it doesn't say that things are hidden because I haven't made this public yet. But in any event, so what you're going to do is here's our first assignment, and there are several parts to it. The first part is to watch the lecture, and the lecture is going to be in two different videos now. Um, and and that's going to be due by the end of Tuesday. By due, what I mean is you watch the lectures and then you do the lecture recap questions, which are found at the very bottom of this screen where it says lecture recap questions. And those, it's only about 5 or 6 questions, and hopefully they'll be fairly self-explanatory once you've watched the videos. I would recommend taking notes on the lectures, any lectures for that matter. It's a good habit to get into. So if you take notes, hopefully you'll be all set when you go to do the questions at the end. You are allowed to do one retake of the questions if you don't like the score that you get when you do it the first time. The questions are multiple choice, true, false, and one or two like blanks where you fill in two. And you can take as long as you want on the questions. It's also open book and open notes, so you can look things up. You can I don't know if you can re-listen to the video. Maybe you can on a different device if you need to. Also, for the first questions, I would recommend print out the syllabus because there's some questions that might relate to the syllabus. Okay. So back up to the top here. So the first thing is you're going to watch the video lecture and you're going to complete the lecture check-in assignment, also called the lecture recap, which I just showed you how to get to. The second thing is you're going to upload a short video introducing yourself on Flipgrid. And that's going to be due this Wednesday, February 10th. And when you go to here's a little video that shows how you use Flipgrid. Hopefully you'll find it pretty easy. I'm not a very strong techie person, and I found it fairly easy. So actually, it only took me like 5 minutes to figure out how to use it. So hopefully that will be true for you as well. You can watch this video to walk you through it. When you go to make your video, here are things I'd like you to include in your introduction. Include your name, what your pronouns are, where you're from. By the way, if I didn't mention before, my pronouns are she, her, hers. And where you're from. I live in Amherst, Massachusetts. I don't know if I mentioned that before. What you're studying at GCC and or what courses you're taking this semester in addition to this one. Why you're taking this course and something you hope to learn from or get out of the course. What do you find most interesting about politics in this country and why? And what do you like to do when you're not in school? Hobbies, pets, favorite foods, favorite places to visit, other things? And then one question just for fun and to make you think a little bit. If you could have an hour to talk to anyone on the planet, living or dead, who would you pick and why? So anyway, so that's what you're going to talk about. These are pretty much your show. So if there's other things you want to talk about that aren't on this list, that's fine. You'll have up to 3 minutes to make your video. So I want to just navigate for a moment to Flipgrid. Actually, let me stay on this page and then I'll show you Flipgrid when I get to Moodle. Okay, so you're going to do your video on Flipgrid, and then you're going to watch everybody else's videos, and they're going to be all collected on Flipgrid. And after they're all posted Wednesday night, sometime on Thursday, watch everybody's, and then you're going to post a reply to every single person. So here's how you do the replies. So you see here it says you post them on forum, and those are going to be due this Friday by 11:59. So to get to the forum, you go all the way down to the bottom again. This is where assignments are always going to be. They're going to be at the bottom of the post before you hit the next block of dates. Okay. So you're going to click on replies. And now we're in the forums, and you'll see that there's already a forum set up. It's called Replies to Introduction Videos. And I've already created a thread in each of your names. So there you all are. And so what you're going to do is, I didn't actually leave you a message. I just created a thread for you. So after I watch, if I'm you, after I watch Willie's video, I'm going to click on Willie like that. And then it's going to bring me to the thread about Willie. And I just left a message saying, please reply to Willie's Flipgrid video by replying to this post. So then you're going to hit reply over here, and you're going to type in your reply. Then you're going to hit submit. Each new person, click a new reply. I wouldn't reply to other people's replies. I'd click a new reply each time. And actually, while we're at it, Willie or whoever it is that is on that thread, I would also put in your name. Like, you don't need to leave yourself a message, but the reason I would put in your name is maybe you can do this even without posting to yourself. But if you subscribe, then you get an email saying when someone has replied to this thread. So if I'm Willie, then I want to know, what are people saying about my video? And so I would hit subscribe. What I wouldn't do is don't hit subscribe to everything because I learned as soon as I hadn't done that, you'll get every single post to every single thread will come to your email and you'll be overwhelmed. So anyway, only subscribe to probably the threads that you started that you really want to hear what's the dialogue about this. Okay, so that's how that works. And in forums, there are going to be other assignments too. And I'll link to each forum at the bottom of that entry I showed you before. By the way, to get back to the main page, so I get back to here to you can just use this menu up here. So I go back to the front page by clicking on that. And now I'm back at all the assignments. And so I'm looking, here's the date. And I know that from February 8th to 14th, I want to be reading that whole post all the way down to where the new dates start, because everything in this post is important for this upcoming week. Okay, so read it all. The last thing you're going to do for this week is read the syllabus. And I said it's not due technically to read it until next Monday, but I would print it out when you're doing the when you're looking at the lecture, because you can also flip through and see what I'm talking about when I'm referring to different things, and it might help you with the recap questions. Okay, I think those are the main things here. By the way, if you have other questions about GCC, the student handbook is here. Peer tutoring is right here, and I recommend them. They're really helpful. If you need help with technology, the student help desk is right there. If you need a library card, or you're curious to know how to use some of the internet resources through the library, you can just click there and get help from them. I see they also have counseling, disability services. So hopefully you've got everything you need over there. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing this for a moment. Okay, so I've now shown you what you're going to be doing for the first assignment. I want to now briefly show you